Okay, guys, I'm excited about this. So we're going to be talking about color personality, your color personality, how to connect with other people through, their colors, what your color is, and just really being able to connect with people. It's huge in what we do. Oh, Joanna's eating. My honey's getting out of the shower. Okay, so Jen, you're yellow with red and blue. Okay, so did everybody do the test? If you haven't done the test, that's fine. But I really recommend that you've done the test. I mean, there's probably only like 2 newbies on here. Everyone else probably should have done the test by now. But it's huge on how, you work your business and how you connect with people. I've been chatting a lot with a lot of you guys just about, how you connect with people by relationships and how you're talking to your potentials. And, I know that because I've always kind of been in the service industry, whether it was bartending, waitressing, or, working in gyms, I've always had to connect with people and, talk with people and, whether it's memberships or, serving people, I've always learned how to, to grow those relationships with people, how to read people. I worked at a resort, right? So you don't have to be like me or have to be like whoever to do well in this business, but you do have to be able to connect with people. So the color personalities, I mean, there's yellow, green, blue, and red. Okay. So basically the yellow is, you love to help others, you put your needs last, you enjoy encouraging others, more comfortable behind the scenes. Green, you're a researcher, very methodical, slow to make decisions, and comfortable in new situations, and you like facts and dates. Now, blue is you love to have fun, life of the party, enjoys meeting new people, loves to travel. And red, self-motivated, driven to succeed, a leader, a planner, well-organized, comfortable taking charge. Okay, so for me, I'm a red, yellow, and then I'm green, and then I'm blue. Okay, so it's very, very important that you know what you are. I know some of you guys are telling me over here what you are, but the biggest thing is like if you are talking to someone who is maybe a blue personality or a green personality and they're a potential of yours, you need to speak to them differently than you would someone who's a red, right? Like, so when I'm talking to my potentials and I'm growing relationships with people, I'm really wanting to connect with them and who they are as a person, right? So, for example, I was chatting with a brand new girl who's going to be joining our team, and I really wanted to get to know her. So in this business and what we do is we always want to get to know our potentials and the people, our team. Our team is huge, you guys, who you want in your team, what you're going to, oh, sorry, what was that? What you're going to put out is what you're going to get back in, right? So it's very, very important that you know how, to reach people and talk to people. Ashley Mayfield, I forget what her name. She's, I think she just went Presidential Diamond. She is a very big, loud, bold red personality, which is amazing in this business. Of course, you kind of want a little bit of red in you if you really want to succeed and, go far in this. Not to say that you have to be all red. You do not. You can be any color and be you. But the biggest thing, you guys, is that, again, she said when she really started to learn how to talk to people and how to connect with people and how, to work with people, whether her team or potentials, and just, being able to grow with people, it really, really changed her business. So if you guys haven't watched that video, I know I shared it in like our leadership chat and the 90-day push, but it's a really, really great video because she just talks about how you're able to connect with people, because our business, you guys, is a relationship business. Okay. So, I know I talk to some people sometimes, and, there's a newbie, for example. And again, when you start out, people start out there, they don't know what they're doing, right? I had no idea what I was doing when I started. I started like emailing people and messaging people. I had no idea what I was doing. So I was chatting with a girl earlier, and she's like, oh, Tanis, I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, girl, you've only been in the business a week, right? And so I said, remember how long you've been watching, right? And I said, so what are you doing? What are you doing to get started? And I know in the beginning when you're really learning to connect with people and grow those relationships, like network marketing, our business is all about, being able to connect with people, right? So she was messaging a bunch of like random people, and she's brand new and she just didn't know, right? So I said, this business, It's reaching out to new people. It's talking to new people. It's, you know, just, I'm just going to mute someone here. Someone's really loud. Who is that? You're having a party, whoever it is.
Can you hear me?
Who is that? Who was that? I heard someone talk. Anyway, so she and I were talking and we were discussing how, you know, she was getting frustrated. I'm like, girl, you've only been doing the business a week. You know, don't worry. Like you're just learning and everything. And the biggest thing is just, you know, it's learning. It's learning what to do. It's learning who you are as a person. It's, you know, that's why Steph, for example, just did our color, like our week training that she put together when she was in town here, which was super great, you guys, because, you know, like it's just very to point form, because a lot of people come into this business, you guys, it's overwhelming. I know it's overwhelming with the pages and the chats and the groups and everything, right? But if you're a good person, if you want to love on people, if you're there for people, if you're there for your team, you know, there's going to be people who come into your business. They might not ever get on a Zoom. They might not ever get on a party, but it's up to you, whatever your goal is, whether it's to make $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, whatever it is. Your color personality and who you are and how you connect with people is honestly, it's huge. It's like number one. I'm not going to say number one. Obviously, you have to be motivated and driven, and that's why that red is so important. And there are a lot of reds on our team, but to have even a little bit of yellow in you, it's very necessary. Okay, so you know, the biggest thing when you're talking to people, you really have to, you know, connect with them. Like being able to connect with someone is huge, right? If I just message someone and I'm just trying to get them to, you know, buy a product from me or join my team, and I don't have that, I'm not connecting with them on a personal, you know, level, they're going to be like, okay, Tanis is just trying to make money off me. Tanis doesn't really care, right? She's just trying to sell me something. So the biggest thing with you guys, with what we do, is being passionate, being excited. You know, yeah, that new group is awesome. Thank you, Nahani. You guys, Steph really worked hard on that, and she was in Winnipeg. She was here for about 6 days, and we had a lot of fun, and we were, you know, we're working. We went out shopping. We went and saw my boyfriend Bradley Cooper again, and yeah, we had a nice visit, but we were really spending a lot of time working, because you guys, this promotion right now, whether you've bought a conference ticket or not, if you haven't bought a conference ticket yet, or maybe you're not sure if you can go or you can't get a ticket, honestly, reach out to me or whoever your diamond leader is, because we do want to help you. I have been helping people with codes and everything, and just people who are really trying to promote. Of course, we want people to go to conference, but we understand that there's some circumstances too. I'm also going to share something about that, about events. I have a presidential, you guys. I know a lot of a presidential, who's a sideline friend of mine. She was talking a lot about today in one of our chats about how events, and I always say this too, how events do change your business. If you want to go diamond and up, you need to get to conference. That's just my 2 cents. If your goal is to go ruby, that is great, but people need events. I can't even explain what conference does to you and your business and your, you know, and your life and just everything, right? So, yes, thank you, Steph, for that. Yes, and Robin and a few of us were on a Zoom just before this, and we were talking about mindset. And again, that is all connected in, again, with your color and just who you are as a person. And, you know, yes. So you guys, Chelsea, sorry, I'm going back and forth here. You guys take the test. Oh, are you getting your ticket? Awesome, Jordan. Good for you. So sorry, I went back and forth there. So Robin, we were talking about mindset, you guys. You know, in this business and in your life, your mindset is everything. I put that post up earlier about the law of attraction. Okay. So I have people all the time coming to me, and, you know, I have bad days. I totally do. Today, I'm just kind of like not feeling that great. And I'm kind of glad that everybody's not on camera, or else I would have gone on camera. But you know, we all have those tough days, and I want you to know that that's normal as a business owner, as a person, as a mom, as a wife, as a, you know, male, female, whatever, you know. But I want you guys to know that the thing in this business is that we get to decide how we're going to work our day. You don't have to spend, you can have a productive morning. I know Robin is doing her power hours with Cara at 6 a.m. I gave her my word. I'm going to start November 1st. I'm going to hold, Robin, you have to hold me to that, okay? Because I used to be a real big morning person, and then I became like a night owl. So it's not good. I'm just reading the comments in here. Awesome. Robin, I will get on the power hour. But yeah, like you guys, Chelsea said, make sure, yeah, Robin and I met in a 5:30 a.m. hot yoga class, you guys. So I used to be a morning person, and I don't know what happened. I started staying up late, not sleeping. But I'm going to start getting up in the morning, because I do feel like I am way more productive when I get up in the morning. Whether you guys, journal in the morning or do a power hour, maybe you do some meditation, or maybe you do, you read your Bible. I know a lot of you guys do that, or go to a yoga class or a workout or personal development. I know a lot of the ladies were talking about that last night. Vicki and Catherine were talking about their podcasts and, watching YouTube videos. This business, you guys, is all about learning and growing as a person. And again, your color is intertwined into that. Yeah, morning power hours. See, you're up early, Kayla. You can get on the morning power hour. And another thing, you guys, with our online parties and our Zooms and our, I'm really grateful that, there's a bunch of you guys on here tonight, but just know, everything is for you guys. You don't have to be on everything. You don't have to, if you can't, for some reason, get on a party, but you want to invite someone and for some reason, you're working or you just can't make it, honestly, invite people for our parties. There's one tomorrow night. I was going to do maybe one on the weekend just before month end, just more about the opportunity and really taking advantage of the $20 promo. You guys really take advantage of that. Do you all go hard for 1 hour online or post throughout the day, or both? So that's a good question. So honestly, I know a lot of people plan out their days. I like to do at least one power hour a day, and then I'm consistent throughout the day posting. But you guys, posting is a small part. How do I say your name? Taya? I like that. Welcome. I know you're brand new too. So welcome, girl. Who's messaging? Oh, hi, how are you? Aja, I think I saying your name right. A lot of newbies on here. I know Christy's on here too. I post throughout my day, or try to anyways. Okay, so posting, you guys, is great. But again, it's what you're doing behind the scenes, okay? So posting is a tiny, tiny part about what we do, okay? It's super important to be consistent and excited about what you're doing, but it's super important to be reaching out to people, building those relationships, whether it's in person. I know a lot of people are doing online parties, in person, one-on-ones. Again, that goes back to what your goal is. If you want to go Ruby, which is, $500-600 a month and $1,000 bonus. I always say people who can go Ruby, you can go as far as you want in this company, okay? Because once you can learn how to go Ruby, you can go all the way. So, but again, you have to show up. You have to learn and know who you are as a person before you can help other people. That's a really big thing. If you don't know who you are and you don't know how to connect with people, it's going to be hard, to grow those relationships and to build a team and to get distributors and customers. Anyone can do it, but it's just learning what works for you, okay? I was just reading something. 1 second. I just had it on my phone. I have my phone open here too. Okay. I was just reading something on here. So Mike Patillo, you guys, has another color training too that I really like on YouTube. It is on the team page, and I'll post about that. And again, whatever, you can really connect with people, not only by knowing what your color is, of course, but you have to try and figure out how other people's colors are, right? So I know some people on my team, if they're a red, I can talk to them a certain way, and they want tough love, and they want to connect with me, and they have big goals, right? And then there's some people on my team, they might be really yellow, or they might be really green, and they just, it might be a little bit difficult, not difficult, sorry, it might be just different to speak to them as I would someone who has a really bold personality, right? Sometimes I'm very careful with people because I know that I can't give tough love to everybody, you know? And yes, Jen, it's totally true that tough love is needed. And I love tough love because I have that red, but I also have that yellow, and I can be emotional. I can be sensitive. I think we all can. Jordan, it's just growing your network. Remember, another thing, you guys, if you guys don't have a huge network on social media and that's how you're growing your business, you have to grow your network. You know, Jordan, I know you were going to do a party too. Did you get going with that? I know you and Kayla were going to do a party. But yeah, Jen and I were talking earlier, and we were talking about tough love. And I like giving tough love, and I always try and help people by doing that. But sometimes I might offend people. You know what I mean? I would do it this week, you guys. Next week is month end already. You know, another thing, you guys, with this business, take initiative. Like, there's people who are getting started right away and getting online parties set up right away, or doing one-on-ones right away. It's okay if you do want to do it next week, that's fine, but next week's already month end. You know, and then you're into November already, right? So remember, what you do now, you're going to get paid for this month going into November. So that's just, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can do it next week too if you want. But, you know, the biggest thing, you guys, is I know a lot of you guys have really big goals, and it's just really learning who you are, what you want, who other people are, like, you know, and you know, what you put out, you're going to get back, right? Law of attraction, it's huge in this business. If you know, are going to take your time, or just, that's totally fine. And just learning as you go, that's fine. But you don't need to know everything to do great in this business. You really don't. I'm still learning every single day. Chelsea and I had a really good chat the other day. Like, you know, things that might work for us sometimes might not work for us now, right? It's always evolving as leaders and as people. Sometimes I feel like I don't do enough for the team, and then sometimes I feel like I just do way too much, and people are like, oh, Tanis is going to do it, I don't need to do it, right? But that mentality is, okay, if you're always going to wait on your leader to do something, you need to be a leader, right? You need to take that initiative. You need to do a party. If you have a team, maybe you're brand new and you don't have a team yet, that's okay. I joined you guys, and the person who signed me up didn't speak to me again because she didn't work the business. So it was my job. It was my job to start showing up and deciding what I wanted. I started doing, you know, online parties right away. I was excited. I was consistent on social media. I was learning. I got on every Sunday night family call, every Monday show me the money call, because the Monday really fired me up to hear other people's stories and to really have that connection. And so as a business owner and as a leader, I think everybody's a leader when they join. What they do with that is up to them. Whether you want to go Ruby or you want to go Ambassador Diamond, I think everybody is a leader. I treat everybody the same. It doesn't matter, you know, what your level is, how much income you're making right now. I treat everybody the same. And it's just really deciding what you want with your business. Because if you're running and you're going to Diamond and up, you're going to have runners with you. If you're sometimes waiting around, don't really know what you want, you might have people on your team waiting around too. Not saying that happens all the time, but sometimes people, you know, I always say, if you have big goals and you believe that you can do it, you will do it. If people, you know, are humming and hawing, they're not really sure if they can do it, or they're waiting around, you know, it's not, you really have to take initiative as a business owner, right? So I just want to talk a little bit about that. So honestly, if you haven't done your color test yet, it's super, super important. Another thing, you guys, is talking about the business every single day on social media, in person. Sharing your story is huge, why you've joined. And people who are brand new in this business, we'll talk about that. But it's just, people are joining you first. People are joining Alyssa first, okay? They're not joining It Works, they're joining Alyssa first. They want to hear Alyssa's, I'm just using you as an example, Alyssa, right? For those who don't know, you guys, Alyssa did a really great Transformation Tuesday last Tuesday with Denise, who's our Black Diamond. And she just opened up and shared, and then she was here last Thursday night when I had a group over, and we had a really great night, and we were just opening up about, you know, what we want our life to look like, what's holding us back, our belief. And it's so what's not working for you, Deborah? Sorry, Deborah, what's not working for you? Can you not hear us, or I see that you're on. Anyway, you guys, Alyssa was amazing. And I was like watching her and I was like, wow, like I was so proud of her. And I was like amazed because like I am not a big person on going live and something that I need to start doing. And she just got on a Zoom and just, you know, spoke from the heart and really dug deep and shared her story, because a lot, you guys, what our past and, you know, where we are right now, a lot of it is based on what our experiences in our life, like whether maybe you had a tough childhood or relationships or, you know what I mean? Exactly what Jen said. It was powerful. Like I had tears. Like I was very like, you know, what she shared about, you know, just opening up like her heart and everything. It's the more vulnerable you are, you guys, in this business, and I'm an open book. Like I will share anything to anyone. Yes, I will post the link. I did earlier, but I'll post it again. So you really need to know who you are in order for you to help others, in order for you to connect with other people, in order for you to find out what their colors are. And, you know, and I didn't really know about all this when I started. I just knew I was good at connecting with people. And I think any human being, I think, can connect with others. But our business, you guys, is building relationships. It's not just signing up a distributor and customer. It's not just, you know, going through the motions every day. It's really, it's personal development. It's growth as a human being. It's growth as a leader, as a person. You know, like we're all here, I think, you know, mostly for the main reason, you know, to make money, to help people, to have fun, to grow as people, as individuals. And, you know, it's necessary for us if we want to get to that next level. We really need to, you know, open up our heart, our mind, you know, and everything. It's not working, that link. It's on the team page. Let me just see. I was just on it. It was working earlier. 1 second. If you guys know your color, it says forbidden. Oh boy, why does it say forbidden? Didn't say that earlier. I think I was just on it. 1 second. 1 second. I'm just clicking on it now. Sorry, I'm just on my phone. Yeah, working for me, no problem. 1 second. I'm just gonna copy it and I'm gonna post at the top of the page right now. I just posted on the top of like our team page right now, you guys. And then you fill everything out and you answer all the questions as honestly as possible, and then you get an email. And it really, I mean, mine was spot on, who I am. But again, you know, it might change. I didn't check on my computer, Vicki. I just did it from my phone, but it definitely works, and I can send it to you. Does anyone have any questions about, you know, their colors or, you know, personality, or how, you know, this business? Another thing, you guys, is really, you know, whether maybe if you're really, really red, that's definitely a good thing. It means you're driven. It means you want to succeed. It means you really have that, you know, push in you. But having that yellow in you, even just a little bit, is, and I think all of you do have a little bit in you, but it's just having that, you're really going to do a little bit better, because you're going to have that, you're going to be able to love on your team more. You're going to be able to love on yourself more and give yourself, you know, that love that you need too. I know it sounds kind of corny, but like, you have to be good to yourself. You have to be, okay, so Tazia, you just did it. Tasia, sorry, why did I call you Tazia? Sorry. And you know what, you're a rainbow then. I know a lot of people are rainbows. You're like a little mix of everything, which is great. It's good to have all those. I'm trying to have a little more green in me and be more organized. You guys, organization is something that's also a really great thing to have in your business. And again, you can work on your colors too. Of course, your main color is who you are as a person, and we're not trying to change anyone. Yes. Yeah, you have to love yourself first. Exactly what Joanna said. It's hard to help anyone else and be there for anyone else, and become a leader if you are not focusing on helping yourself first and knowing what your goals are. Okay. That's really, really important. And I know all of us have a story. All of us have a lot we need to share. And your story, you guys, can change people's lives. Like, I share my story all the time. You guys know, I always say, you know, I was that lost, depressed, broke mom and wife. And I talk about that all the time. And I share it over and over again, but I always change how I say it. But I share the opportunity and talk about the opportunity every single day. And, you know, don't just say, join my team, you know, join my team, right? Like, you have to really connect with people, because what we do, you guys, it's like, we're business owners. Yeah, you know, we're It Works distributors, but we're business owners, and people are joining us and who we are and what we can do to help others before they're joining, you know, Alyssa and her business. You know, people care more about how you treat others and how you take care of yourself and other people than you just joining them and trying to make a quick buck off someone, right? I always treat every distributor that comes into my business that they're going to be a rock star. And some people come in and they become rock stars. Some people come in and they're never around, right? So that's okay. That's always going to happen. But I've really, really learned that to treat everybody, because I've had people surprise me big time, you guys. I've had people come into my business I had huge hopes for, and I thought they'd be amazing and they'd have all this, you know, they would just kill it at this, and then they come in and they were complaining and they never did anything. And, you know, and that's big mindset. That's big. You know, we've had a lot of people like that. And then we have people who come in who really need this, and they really need the income, or they really need to pay off debt, or maybe they want to leave their job, or maybe they just are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, I was a lot of those things, right? So when you start a business, when you're trying to grow your income and your life and your relationships, this is huge on relationships too. Your color is big on relationships, whether it's with a spouse, family member, your husband, your wife, girlfriend, whatever it is. Your color is big on that too. I'm a very stubborn person, but I'm tough sometimes, and I know some of you guys called me intimidating one day when you were over at my house. And it's just because sometimes I just like to give that tough love, because that's what I want, but I don't have an upline leader to give me that. So I try and help my team how, you know, it helps me by helping my team, right? So me helping my team, it really helps me too, right? So I do at least 20 minutes of personal development, whether it's a podcast or it's reading. You know, I have books. I'm not a huge reader, but if I read, like, you know, a few paragraphs, that helps me just to get mindset. A lot of you I know do tons of reading, which is great. I'm not a huge reader. I can read, don't worry. But yeah, I like podcasts. I like listening to YouTube videos, and just whether it's other business owners, you know. Okay, it's working on Safari. Okay, Vicky, I know, Vicky, you're a red for sure, but I think you're very much green, yellow, and blue too. You're organized, and I know you're very, like, you wanted to learn everything when you started. Like, I'm pretty good at knowing people's colors now, just because I think I've been doing this for quite a while. But yeah, let us know. Let us know what color you guys are in the chat, and if you guys have any questions, or you guys want to ask any questions, please do. I just wanted to go over a few things, and that was mostly it. But I think I want you guys to know, like, how important it is, you as a person, to know your color and how you can take advantage of that and help people, how you can take advantage of that and learn how to connect with other people that are maybe either your color or other colors. Maybe it's people on your team. See, I knew your colors right away. Yep. Meredith, yes. Meredith, I know you have that red in you too. I know you do. I always think everyone, like, and it, again, you don't have to be a certain color. You can, there's people, you guys, who are in the top 10, top 100 in the company, but you want to have a tiny little bit of red for that being driven, being able to really push past things, even if it's like a tiny percentage, right? You're all yellow, Kayla? No, are you? It was your third one. See, that's good. Kayla, you were 100% yellow? Really? No. Jordan, you're blue all the way. You guys do the test though, right? So do the test. It said 100% yellow? Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know it did 100%. 69 yellow for you. Okay. And what was the rest, Joanna? I'm just looking at something on my phone here. I'm going through some other people's. You guys can continue to work. I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys are doing, like behind the scene here too. Another thing, you guys, is what I've really been doing a lot of is going back and checking through all my potentials, whether you're brand new in the business or not. I have been connecting with people back that I messaged like years ago, you know, and just talking to people and like loving on their posts and, you know, just being a friend to people, because I'm telling you right now, you guys, like, be real, be you and everything. But the biggest thing is, you guys, is that you have to be your rainbow. 49 green, 50. I'm just reading yours, Chelsea. Huh. Interesting how it can change though too, hey? Like your color can definitely change. Yeah. That's awesome. Amy, okay. That's awesome, you guys. So it's good to know your color and just and you know, read up on that too, and so you have how you can connect with other people and know what they are. Because which Amy am I? Which Amy is that? I know we have like 3 Amy's on the team, so I just wonder. Amy Anderson. Amy Anderson. Who's Amy Anderson? I don't know an Amy Anderson. Who's Amy Anderson? Oh, that Amy. Sorry. I never see you as, sorry. Sorry. I always know you as Jazz. I'm sorry. Of course I know who you are. Aw, hi, Amy. Sorry, Amy. I was like, Anderson. I know who Amy is. I'm sorry. I never go by Anderson with you because I always just, you know, I always go you by Jazz, right? Aw, I love you, girl. I'm so proud of you guys. Amy got her ticket today. Sorry, you know, I was like, Anderson, Amy Anderson. That's awesome, girl. I'm so proud of you. You guys, honestly, this promotion right now, you guys, with the $20 coupons, it's crazy. Whether you can go or not, I mean, everyone should go. Sold all your clothes. Like, look at you. Good for you, girl. I'm so proud of you. It's amazing. Does anyone have any questions about colors, personalities? And honestly, you guys, just being a really like good person, being kind, being thoughtful, being a friend to people, keeping your social media super positive, no negativity, nothing that's going to offend anyone. I put up a post, you guys, the other day about flu shots, and it's like, oh my gosh, people in there are acting crazy. And I even wrote on my post, please no arguments or anything, right? It was just to get people connecting on my social media. So you want to really, that's why we always put up tasks on the team page, or we put up like a 6 list, what you should be doing every single day. Because when you're connecting with people, you're not just putting up a post up on Facebook and expecting all these, you know, customers and distributors to just, you know, run your way, right? I mean, yes, of course, it does happen sometimes when you're sharing your story and you're talking about what you love and everything. That's you, Robin. Robin, you go back and forth too, hey? But that's pretty, yeah, mine's red, yellow, green, blue. Yeah, pretty much that, but red. I'm pretty much even red and yellow, and then I have mine on the page, but I'm blue last, which when I started this business, I think I was more blue in the beginning, and I think now that I'm not an old lady, but I call myself an old lady sometimes, right? But yeah, so the biggest thing, you guys, is when you're connecting people with being people's friend, you're, you know, growing that relationship, that connection with people, and just, you know, I talk about, you know, your love language with people, right? If you're a crappy person, which none of you are, but there's people, you guys, sometimes on social media who either sell stuff or they're business owners and they're just not the nicest people. Well, I'm not going to go buy something from them, right? But when you're really working on yourself and you're growing as a person, as a leader, and trying to be a better person and have a positive life, and you have big goals and you're putting that out there, you're really going to attract what you want in your life. Right? It's the law of attraction. It's huge. Oh, Chrissy, that's awesome. See, I'm just getting to know Chrissy, so that's cool to know that about you. Awesome. So, Kayla, yours was 100% yellow. Really? I've never seen a test 100% yellow, like 100% one color. Interesting. Huh, interesting, you guys. So that's one thing that Steph, we added this into the week training because we thought it would be really good, because when people are brand new, I never would have thought to do a test like this right away. It just really, I'm actually going to see a reader tomorrow, you guys, like a psychic. That should be interesting. But people who know me that I'm very, yeah, Kayla, maybe try it again. Maybe you did a different test, or I don't know. But people who know me, for example, like people who know you, like, do they know that, Chelsea or Catherine or myself or whoever and Stephanie are just really red people and they're really determined. I mean, there's a lot of you guys, right? But I'm just using that as example. I have people in my life that are super bold and I can talk to them a certain way. And then there's people that you have to love on a little bit more. You have to really pump them up. You have to really, get them, be really, be kind with everyone. But sometimes people really need that real love and encouragement on them, because they really need to be, dug out of that hole, whatever they're in. We're all going through struggles. I know that for a fact. And sometimes, like I said, I know certain people, when I give them tough love, it's really good for them. And then there's other people, I can't speak to them a certain way because I don't want anyone to cry, right? Even though for me, it would be something that I would want someone to say to me, and it would push me and it would make me, get really excited and fired up and pumped up, because I have my days where I'm just like blah too. But I used to go to like my presidential upline. And then, sometimes like Denise every now and then, who's our Black Diamond, but mostly I think ever since I promoted to Triple Diamond, I kind of don't go to anyone, but I did have kind of like a business / life coach like a year ago. And I just recently stopped with her because, I don't know, it was getting expensive and I felt like I was just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. But it did help me. Yes, that's very true, Catherine. It depends on the relationship with the person. Yeah. How well do they know you? Yes, yeah. Aw, Jen, you're sweet. Yeah, Jen and I were talking about how the tough love, it's sometimes I make posts on Facebook and I never want to upset anyone, but sometimes I just put that tough love out there and maybe it'll speak to someone. Someone might not like it and that's fine. Or sometimes when people think I'm talking about them, which I never am, but there are some people who feel like offended about things. And again, that has nothing to with you putting out a post, and maybe that person is just, going through something, or they're reading it the wrong way. I've gone through stuff like that before, where I see a post up about something and maybe I'm having a bad day and I think that person's talking about me, but no, they're not. They're just talking about with whatever's there's going on in your life, or, their life, and they're voicing what they want to put out there. Right. So the cool thing about social media, you guys, it's your platform. It's, you can do whatever you want with your social media, and it's important to be you. It's very important to be you. That's another thing. It's okay to get, ideas from other people, but I know we have the post page, but change it up, make it sound like you. Yes, that's absolutely true, Catherine and Jen. Yeah, I love what you guys just said there. So it's spot on. So please make sure that your social media is you. I talk about this a lot. I know when I read someone's post, it's okay, on the Diamonds Baby page, we have that up. Oh, yay. Deborah, I just got your post. Deborah's signing up a distributor. Awesome. That's way to go, girl. Sorry, what was I just talking about? All right, Taya is 50 red, 50 green. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Taya, am I saying your name right? Taya or Taya? I like that. It's pretty. Yeah, it's really cool knowing your color, you guys. It's really cool to be able to, you know, connect with people. I normally know people's colors by connecting with them and just knowing them as individuals. And but really what you put on your social media, that's what I was saying. What you're putting on your social media is you, okay? So don't try and be anyone else. Don't try and be me. Don't try and be Alyssa or Chelsea or Robin. You know, be you. Yes. Yes, thanks, Joanna. So use the post idea, you know, the Diamonds Baby. We have a bunch of pictures and posts, and I just put that all together one day. It literally took me like 12 hours, you guys. But honestly, use the photos, take the time, and yeah, it's a guide, exactly. Take the time to really put down what you want, because don't just throw up a post. Like, I will not even do a post if I'm not taking the time to actually write it out. You know what I mean? You get the $20 codes usually within 48 hours. Vicky, how long did it take you to get yours? I think you got your ticket on Friday and you got it today or this morning, or I think you called too. Amy, it's taking about 48 hours, but what you can do is like start talking about it and just reach out to those potentials and people you want on your team and just say, yeah, you got it yesterday. Okay, so like, yeah, probably like 2 business days. Yeah, Vicky called customer service. See, Vicky, you guys, is really on it. She's the type, she's very green and she like gets stuff done. And then some people might just kind of wait around and see what happens, you know what I mean? So I figured out Vicky right away. Vicky and I met online, you guys. I called too because my BAM didn't have mine out right away. So I called too. But does anyone have any questions or anything? I didn't want to keep this too long. I just want you guys to know the importance of building relationships, being you, how to connect with people. You know, you like growing yourself as a person and a leader, you guys, and mindset is 80% of the business. So that's why I like to talk about it, because it's so important. When I hear it from people and they don't want to grow relationships, or, you know, they think it's wasting their time, or, you know, they don't want to do this. Well, guess what? You're in the wrong business then, because this is building relationships. This is talking to people. Like, I spend so much time, you know, talking with people. I spent almost 3 hours on the phone with this girl today. She's going to be a rock star. She's joining this week. Yes, it does take time, right? But, you know, this is what we do. We are in the business of helping people. We are in the business of, you know, and maybe, you know, and then people join and we add them on the training page. We want to get them going right away, and we're not doing everything for them. I expect when people to join to go over the training that, you know, Steph, you know, put that together, and it's not hard, but, you know, I want to see what people are doing first. I will give my 110% to people, but I want to make sure where they're at first. Okay, you go to sleep, Kara. Oh, okay, you go to sleep, hun, for sure. Thanks for being on, and I'm sorry about your little guy. I'm sorry about that, hun. Thanks for being on. Does anyone have any questions? Honestly, you guys, take advantage of the $20 promotion. If you guys don't have, a ticket yet, reach out to your diamond leader, or if your next diamond leader is, you know, Chelsea or Robin or me or whoever it is, you know, or Nahani or, you know, Joanna, Alyssa, everyone. I have a lot of people, or Annie, a lot of you guys are popping to diamond and up this month, and it's really exciting, you guys. I have new distributors starting out, and they are like telling me, okay, I'm going diamond next month. I'm like, okay, like anyone can do it, right? So it's just deciding what you want, putting yourself out there. And if something's not working for you guys, honestly, change what you're doing. I know I have to change things that I do sometimes in order to get the results that I want, right? So if you want more, you have to do more. You have to become more. You have to find out who you are in order to help people. You know, it's not just putting up a post on Facebook. If you're growing on social media, you have to have a bigger network. You have to grow your social media. I know one of the girls started out, I think, with a couple hundred friends a couple weeks ago, and now she's at almost 1,000. So you can grow your network quickly when you're doing it daily. but you have to do it. If you don't have many people on social media, you can absolutely still grow your social media, but it just takes time. As opposed to someone who might start and have 2,000 friends on social media, right? It's a numbers game. I know, you have a very big why, Amy. I believe in you. And that's the thing, you know what, you guys, you're not always going to believe in yourself. That's why we have each other. There's days, you guys, I wake up and I'm like, oh, you know, am I failing this person? Am I doing all I can as a leader? And I know for me, I always try and do my best for my team. But I struggle too. I have my own struggles, even though, you know, people think that, oh, you know, Tana has it all together. Well, no, people don't think that. I had someone message me earlier and she's like, oh, you're always so positive and happy and everything's going so great for you. And I'm like, well, you know what, I'm just normal too. And I don't share my struggles on social media. You know, I don't air any dirty laundry on Facebook. I am hard on myself. I am very hard on myself. Thank you, Catherine. I am very hard on myself. I always have been. I'm very competitive with myself. That's where my red is. I don't really compete with anyone else but myself. Stop it. Okay, Catherine, I'm going to stop it right now. Stop it. Catherine's telling me to stop. I'm going to stop, you guys. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Catherine. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, Amanda just got her. That's okay. Does anyone have any questions? If not, I'm going to stop the Zoom and I will have it up on the page. And I appreciate you guys all being on. If you have any questions right now, totally ask or put in the comments. I know sometimes people just are trying to figure out who they are. And remember, a lot of our past experiences or whatever we're going on through our life, it really shapes who we are big time. A lot of us hold ourselves back sometimes from things that have gone on in our past. How long does it take to recognize potential's colors? Just by growing relationships with people. You know what I mean? That's why you have to grow relationships with people. If you're new, stick with it. Yes, exactly. You're welcome, Steph. You're welcome, Kayla. You're welcome, everybody. Yeah, you can. I find out colors pretty good because I know who I am as a color. So that's why it's important for you to do the test, know who you are, know what the colors are, read up on all the different colors so you can connect with other people. Yeah, you have to believe that you can do it. Yeah, law of attraction is huge, you guys. But I appreciate you guys being on. I'm going to load this up to the page. If anyone has any questions, you're welcome. You're welcome, Caitlin. If anyone has any questions about Nahani, and if anyone has any questions about anything, just comment on the page. We have lots. If you want to search, colors on the top of the page, a lot comes up, and I know the test is there too. You can do that, but it's really good for all aspects of your life to know this, you guys. Not just for business, but for relationships, for a lot of different things in your life. So make sure you know who you are, so you know who you are, so you can help other people. You're welcome, Mark or Tracy, both of you. I'm not sure. Both of you. Okay, guys, have a good night. And invite people to the party tomorrow.